Like, I'm genuinely wondering why I can't get through this take. I keep jumbling my words. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am gonna be doing some things that I need to get done for my social media, for my fitness accounts. I need to do some filming for 2 reels, one to intro my program guide and one to intro myself. I've been working with a social media manager and we've been cooking up a bunch of things for my content, so I'm so stoked that she's gonna take over the reins for the editing side, and all I need to do is basically film, which I can do that all day long. So hopefully I can get ready. Baby is sleeping. Lila's been sleeping since like 10 o'clock. It's been about maybe 40 minutes now, so hoping to get this done, filmed, and ready to send off. That is my to-do list today, as well as edit today's vlog, so we'll see what happens. So I just put moisturizer and an eye tone before this, so my skin is prepped and ready. I'm also watching Pia. If you guys don't know her YouTube channel, I think she's also a creator on TikTok. That's how I found her, but I love watching her videos. She's like such a comfort creator for me because we're both Filipinas, and she just has a big family and she's always documenting all the things they do, and I think we're like close in age too, because I'm 28, so I think she just turned 27, but I just love watching YouTube. Like, it's my TV. So let me know if you guys watch YouTube on TV like I do, because it's my favorite kind of content to watch. I barely watch shows anymore, and part of that reason is the more I look at what they push on Netflix, it's starting to get a little dark for me. Like, I don't know if y'all are picking up on that, but lately I'm just getting weird vibes on Netflix. Like, granted, I am watching Wayward. I'll finish that, but I don't know. Lately when I look at the selection of things to watch, I'm just like, everything I've watched lately has been so dark and like really heavy shows. Like, I watched Animal Kingdom, and yeah, it's a good show and it was already out like years ago, but the stuff that's coming out now that are like Netflix originals, it's giving scary. It's giving like, why are we constantly watching things that are low-key traumatizing? So I'm kind of just not wanting to watch shows on there. And lately I've been watching a bunch of really lighthearted things. I've been watching Love Island Games. The past Love Island season just finished, and then they have this new show that's coming up called Oahu Shore, and I'm from Hawaii, so I want to tune into that. So I just feel like I just need lightheartedness. I don't need anything serious. Like, I just need shows to like ease my mind and turn my brain off. I just feel like lately I'm like, what am I even watching these days? And I think I'm really just kind of starting to like be aware of the sounds that my baby's listening to, and sometimes, like, I kid you not, every Animal Kingdom episode it's just like gunshots and just like too much. Like, I loved this show, don't get me wrong. That's like probably one of my favorite shows just for the whole plot and timeline and all, but I think as far as other things go, I'm not interested in watching any more like true crime remakes. Like, to me, creating a series off of sick people is just like, I'm over it already. The last one I watched was the Menendez brothers, and I was just like, why am I watching this? Why am I giving this type of show like my attention? I loved the actors in it, and I want to see them in other like movies and shows, but maybe not a remake of someone's real life of like really dark and heavy things. I don't know. Is it the mom in me? that's like not wanting to watch things like that anymore. Maybe it is, but yeah, I've just kind of been like really guarding my mental in that sense. But other than that, this season of my life has just kind of been locking in while being present with my baby in the daytime when she's sleeping. That's when I really get to, you know, pour into my hobbies and spend time with myself. And then when she wakes up, that's when, you know, back on mommy mode. I think we all need to find that fine line between caring for our kids and tending to them and then giving ourselves a second to breathe. And for me, the enemy is my damn phone. I don't know if that's the same to you guys, but my phone is a big distraction sometimes. I find myself scrolling a little too much to the point where I'm like, I don't need to be consuming all this. Like I can just live my real life. I can work on my goals. I can read a book that enriches my life. Like, enough. There's a difference between like passing time just a little bit and then full on just being consumed. And I just feel like what a waste of my time to be consumed by non-stop scrolling. And that's why I love YouTube, because YouTube is more slow pace. You're watching one video and then you're like connecting because you're learning about someone the whole time. You're not like scrolling and then you're like, wait, 5 scrolls ago, do I even remember what I saw? Like, that's usually me. And I'm like, why am I willingly putting myself through this? I'm over it. I just want to be mindful. Like, I'm not one of those people that could quit using social media for good. Like, I wish I was that amazing, but that's just not a reality. I don't think I'd ever just, you know, delete all my apps, but I can practice willpower, definitely. And part of that willpower is just, yeah, less screen time on TikTok for sure. Because TikTok is the one where it's just like, it's really hard to just let your nervous system relax after watching so many videos. Like last night when I turned off my phone, it took me, I swear, 30 minutes to fall asleep. I kept looking at the time and I was just so wired. But then I told myself, okay, no more TikTok. I need to just let my brain slowly fall asleep. And it's crazy because having a baby really showed me we as adults need to be taught how to fall asleep too. What a concept. And it's kind of like the same thing. You have to prep your body to go to bed, meaning dim the lights down, get your circadian rhythm responding to the fact that it's nighttime. You have to let your melatonin develop by not having blue light around you, having all the lights off, having a calm environment, making sure your body temp is at a good place. Like, you know, usually you're putting on the fan or turning on the AC. Like, these are all things we know and we do as adults, like second nature, but we forget that, you know, that's what we need to do for ourselves every night. But we don't do it because we're too busy. Like, we associate going to bed with night scrolling, and that replaces all these other healthy sleep developing habits that we could be using this whole time. So that's something that I've been thinking heavily about. It's just so damn hard. Like, I literally, once I plop my head into bed and I'm not sleepy, I'm like, every second that goes by feels like forever to fall asleep. And then I feel like an addict. I'm like, oh my god, I'm thinking about being on my phone. Like, even though I know this is not a good habit, like, it's so hard to break. And I just think that that's just so unhealthy. But I give myself grace, you know, because I feel like we are living in a world that makes it harder and harder to do that. And when you're an adult who has free will and you have the freedom to do whatever you want, it's kind of hard to put it down and like remind yourself, okay, Like, get off the screen. Like, unless somebody's telling you. And it does remind me a lot about my upbringing, because I grew up not having active parents who watched my every move. So I really grew up getting to do whatever I wanted, like when I was young. Like, I'm talking like 4th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade even. Like, I was just allowed to do whatever because my parents were never home. So I had to teach my own self about limitations and free will. And honestly, I didn't really do a good job. Like, I would just do whatever I wanted. Like, if I wanted to eat candy and cereal, or not cereal, but like if I wanted to eat sweets for breakfast, I ate sweets for breakfast, and nobody cared, because I wasn't a bad child. I didn't misbehave or anything. But I just wish I had a little bit more guidance to learn self-control when I was younger, because now it's hard to teach yourself those things. Like, you have to be mindful about it every day. And I just think that if I had learned early on, like, okay, we don't do this every day. Like, that's crazy. You don't need to have sweets first thing in the morning. Now I'm better at it for sure, but it took a lot of time. And again, it all came from my own learning that this is a bad habit, you know? So now when it comes to screen time, I grew up watching TV. Like, I grew up always watching TV on the weekends. I never had neighbors that were my age, so I never went outside to play. And then my siblings and I just loved watching TV at home. So nobody told us we're not allowed to watch TV. So that has made it really difficult now as an adult for me to be like, okay, I should probably not, you know, have so much screen time. It's something that I am very conscious about, because a part of me kind of feels a little insecure about it. I'm like, why can't I just stop? Like, it's just this habit that I have. And it's like weird, because some would say it's not a big deal. Like, you are pretty what is it called? Like, you're self-motivated, you get things done anyway, you're not like a bum, so it's okay if you need a little bit of screen time to relax. But to me, it's kind of like yeah, it's like literally an addiction. Like, I think about it too much. I overthink about it. I'm thinking of, okay, am I gonna turn the TV on right now? What should I do with my time? Like, it occupies too much of my mental state that I'm like, I don't think some people who choose to watch TV think about it like this as hard as I do. But I do, because I grew up this way, constantly asking myself, like, is it okay to do this? Like, I just never had parental guidance like most people have. Like, I don't know. I have to parent myself through a lot of things that I do, and then I'm like, why do I even think that way? I'm an adult. Like, it's okay to do whatever the heck you want. It's a strange feeling for sure. But that's enough yapping for one session. That's my entire makeup routine. I'm looking at the clock right now from when I started, and that was about 12 minutes long, and that's how fast I can get ready. I'm so glad it does take me this long, because anything more than that and I think I would go crazy. So makeup is done. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair for this video, because a lot of it isn't gonna be shown. We're gonna fill it with B-roll, so I might just put on something simple, and then throw on like a jacket, like a sports jacket, and then we'll film, send it off to my girl, and then she'll work her magic.
Work with maybe like wider generic mass market brands. Like, you want to work with a toothbrush company. Well, it needs to be just pretty general, you know?
It's looking like a Maui In me time, because she is a fussy girl today, but maybe it just means she wants to play more. So I'm gonna find room in my day to film this video, and if not, I'll do it when my husband gets home later at 3:30. But those are my 2 things on my to-do list today. And something that's been helping me as a mom try to accomplish things while also be a mom full-time is that if I have 2 things on my list for the day, that's the only 2 things I need to do. I try not to pack my day with a bunch of other stuff going on. If it means this is what makes my day feel like an accomplishment, that's what I'm doing. And I feel like when I have that kind of attitude, I don't get overwhelmed by this, and that. I'm just more aware and realistic that I can't do everything in a day. So today's mission is to just film those 2 things. I've already written down the script for one, so I'm about to finish the script for the other. And filming takes like no more than 10 minutes because I'm just going to read it off, send it off, and then work on the B-roll that I have to collect. So we're making progress. I'm trying to film this simple script for like the 100th time ever. Okay. This is the setup. Very cute, huh? Okay. Literally hated that. Ew. Guys, the way I'm literally going to lose it if I can't film this video in 1 take. I've taken like 10 takes already. I don't know why I keep jumbling my words, but we need to get it done. Okay, because I don't know what time she's gonna be waking up and I'm running out of time. Like, I'm genuinely wondering why I can't get through this take. I keep jumbling my words and it's like, girl, get it together, lock in. So I'm gonna film and show you and see if I get this done. I've got a neutral background. This is not in the frame, but I've got just a normal door in the background so that I'm not doing the most. But I have pink shorts on, so I have to change. We did it. This is only one of 2 videos I have to film because I still have to write the script for the other one. But I was able to film the first one that I needed to send out. And I'm not even joking. This is probably like the 20th try and I had to break it up so that if I messed up in one other portion, I could just scrap the whole thing and start over again. But geez, that was so difficult for no reason. And what's funny is because in high school, I was in this like broadcast thing, like club or whatever. And so I would announce the morning announcements. Like, I loved emceeing, I loved having a script and talking on a mic. Like, it was so fun to me. But like, why do these things make me so nervous? I don't know if it's because when it's my writing it makes me nervous, because I took public speaking in college twice and I failed both times, if not maybe got a C on my other one, because when it's my writing and it's like something I'm trying to say, for some reason I just freeze up. Like, how? But if you give me a script, if you give me a teleprompter, I'd literally eat it up. I don't know. But gotta work on the next one before she wakes up. Okay, you guys, it's about almost 9. I'm tired, had a shower, don't have anything else going on because I did an early upload, so I think I'm going to call it a night. I wanted to share, I want to start drinking tea more often and getting myself primed for bedtime, so having chamomile tea so that I can unwind and get myself prepped for nighttime, especially because Lila goes down for bed at 9:30 and I definitely should utilize her going to bed at that time and start going to bed at 9:30. Last night she woke up at 2 p.m. so that was a solid 4 hours that I could have got if I would have gone to bed at that time too, but I didn't go to bed until 12:30, so I'm gonna try to do that tonight and hopefully get a lot of rest because I could use it. So hope you guys have a good night.